Welcome to Ancestors and Alchemists. I'll be your reader, Heather, today. So we went ahead and we did a quick pre-pull, and we have Temperance that came out first. It looks like you have incredibly balanced energy, and it feels like you are standing in you are standing like flat-footed and balanced. It's a really beautiful energy. It's even a softening energy. It's almost like this duality between your soft self um, and your feminine self and your masculine self. The self that softens and nurtures and the self that plans. That's standing in real the balance is wonderful. And it looks like you went through a period of where you kind of felt a little bit divided within yourself, um, where you didn't quite know what to do, and in some ways you weren't quite sure who you were. Um, oh goodness. And but now you're coming into a time of unity within self, and it's possible that you come into union or some kind of unity with a lover, because that's what it feels like is coming through. Um, we started the reading with, there was kind of like this background energy. It felt very defensive. It was an energy that felt really, I don't know, if it felt like alcoholism, if I'm gonna be frank. It felt like somebody is indulging. And it feels like they're indulging because there's some kind of heartbreak happening. 151 on the timer might be significant. And so while you are in this incredibly balanced energy, it feels like somebody else is in a Two of Swords energy. So I have Knight of Wands that's coming out. It could be a fire sign, the Death, which is a Scorpio, the Ten of Cups, and the Hermit. And so it looks like it's just showing me um, two completely different energies is what it feels like. One person is thriving, going or trying to go forward, um, attempting to do something, attempting to go after your creativity, to go after that which fills your cups, to go after all the things that sustain you. Because it feels like there's a lot of self-care that's happening with you. You're really making an effort to kind of take care of yourself. And in a lot of ways, that's kind of rewinding the clock for you. So some people might say that you actually look younger than what you actually are. And there's something about pursuing the passion of whatever it is that you do, because all of y'all don't do the same stuff. It's something about pursuing that which lights your fire, like igniting those passions again, especially when with creativity. Um, it brings you a lot of joy. It rewinds the clock in a way, even to your physical self. When you're feeding your spirit self, your physical self is rejuvenating. That's beautiful. And so on the other hand, we have the Death that leads. Um, and it just feels like there's something about whoever this other energy is, because it must be close. Because to your strength, they had the Moon. To your temperance, they have the Two of Swords. Um, it just feels like missing you. It feels a lot like missing you. But it also feels purposeful. Like it feels like not only do they want to rekindle or rejuvenate this, whatever this connection is, but they're also doing some searching, some self-searching. Where did they go wrong? Um, how did this connection get to this place? And so it's almost like they're strategizing how to get back. That's actually what they're thinking about. And they're wondering if you'll even want them back. Yeah, so you're really heavy on this person's mind. I'm not exactly sure what happened within the connection, because this energy is really tight-lipped. Like it's not flowing very well. It almost feels like this energy is trying not to think about this, and that could be where the numbing is coming from. That could be where the drinking is coming from. Yeah, they're trying not to. They're trying to forget about it, but it's something about it where they can't. They can't. They want to rush in, and they want to talk to you, but they feel like it's over, like it's no point, like there's nothing. Maybe something can be done, maybe nothing. Like this is somebody who's looking at their options, and they're saying, I don't think I have any. But that still does not stop them from wanting to hop into their car and come find you wherever you are. Like that's what this energy feels like. Like there's a underlying drive or underlying motivation of, well, maybe I'll just go and find them. Maybe I'll just go and maybe I'll just go. So it doesn't feel like this person is far away from you, but I mean, it could be long distance. It could be long distance, but it doesn't feel like this person is far. 6:56 on the clock. Can you tell me about the Six of Swords in reverse? Ever since you left, they cannot stop. They can't stop thinking about you. It almost feels like things don't taste the same. It feels like they're not sleeping well. It feels like I'm hearing they want to lay next to you. Like they're not sleeping well. It's like all of a sudden now their mattress is hard. Can you tell me about the Justice? This is saying something, I don't know, this is weird. It's saying something like they thought that they would be able to keep you with the sex. Like they thought that that would be enough, or they thought that maybe that's all you wanted, or they thought that maybe that's what you thought that they wanted. Like that's what they were after. So is it not? It's almost like they just now realizing, or recently realizing, that that's what you thought. They also wonder if you think about them. It's almost like they think that you forgot them. That it's almost like they know and they like realize that you didn't need them, but it's something about it. It's something about them kind of feeling disposable. And I don't know, I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like they also feel embarrassed about something. What is that? They feel like they acted childish, and like that you saw them as childish. Somebody who could not make their mind up, and somebody who did not communicate well, and a friend. This almost feels like you friend zone them, or or this could look like they want to apologize. There's something about this energy that feels really hopeful, or they're hoping that you'll accept their apology. There's an innocence to these cards. There's a youngness to them, and it almost feels like a hope, but like a naive kind of hope. And maybe that's what their defenses are. The hope is naive, and so they feel like they need to overcompensate with being hard. But there's something very childlike about this person, or innocent, maybe vulnerable. That's the word I'm looking for. Or on the other hand, they feel like you are impenetrable. Yeah, they kind of feel like you just don't care. But they do. A lot. So, yeah, they're trapped in their head. They care a lot. And they can't stop thinking about you. King of Cups. They see you in a really high light. You're coming out as the high priestess with the judgment in between the two. They admire you. They almost feel it's something really powerful about your energy. You're very alluring. You are really, you could be really spiritual. You could be incredibly gifted. And this person sees you like that, but they also see you as like this kind of entrepreneur, like you a badass, like you CEO energy. And they're looking at you with admiration. They're looking at you with love. It feels kind of puppy dog-ish. You know what I mean? Like this feels like whoever this is gonna be kind of running up after you. And while you are here and you're being talked about, you're not necessarily here. Like your mind is not here. Your thoughts are not here. Your thoughts are aimed somewhere else. It feels like they're aimed on business. They aimed on having fun. They aimed on building an empire, making that money, right? Like your aim is elsewhere. This person feels young. So they could be younger than you. You could be older than them, or vice versa. Let it resonate as it does. I don't know, it just keeps coming up where with the Nine of Pentacles where they just feel like you don't need them. So I'm not sure if they're just used to dealing with people that need them all the time, or yeah, I'm not sure, but they also see you as extremely successful. Uh-oh, here's a Three of Swords. Got cut off mid-sentence, so I don't know who this Three of Swords is, because I can feel the energy is not right. Lord. You forevermore got people. They not the only one who feels like this. You got other suitors who you have left in the dust, and they are heartbroken, and they are wanting to come in. And you don't care about any of it. You're like, yeah, y'all all right. With everything's fine. Y'all all right, y'all cool. It's good. But you're not caring. Like that's not a thing. Okay, well, I mean, it feels kind of like a little bit of a humdrum day today. Like you are enjoying yourself. You know, you are trying to figure out how to go somewhere and heal, how to make this money, how to do that thing. Honey, you celebrating. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tell you how you living. You know, when you standing on business, big step up. I don't know. Wait a minute. Now, who is this? Is this nigga messing with somebody? People play all day, right? Like, people play all day. So this, I can't. I can't. What? Are you serious? Honey, look. He messing with somebody. He messing with somebody else. But then wants to offer to you. And like it's almost like he's torn. Like you the devil. Like I said. It's like he's torn. He's torn between this feels like obligation. So it Three of Cups, yeah, it could be third party. It could be somebody else. This felt like somebody else, but it also feels like obligations. So I'm not sure if this is somebody else who he has an obligation to or who he's tied to that he doesn't want to be tied to. But again, it ain't got nothing to do with you, right? And then he's also still wanting to offer you his cup. I'm saying his because it's masculine energy. Take it how it resonate, baby. Okay, so yeah, he wants to offer you something. So we got the Ace of Cups, we got the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, but what you don't, but what you don't see coming, but what you don't see coming, though, is another offer, and a better offer. This could be an offer in business, or this could be an offer in love. It could be either way. It could be both. But this is somebody who is going to come in. They're going to speak to you first. They're going to come in. They are just as intuitive as you are. They just as business savvy as you are, or business minded as you are. it feels like you are going to know that this is somebody that you are compatible with. And so you have the option to, go ahead and start something. But if you did, you would probably start it small. But this is a connection that has the potential to really not just make some money, but like go all the way. Um, and so where that other person felt like they were offering the equivalent of a page of cups, whoever this new person is it almost feels like they have everything that that old person did not. What the cards say. Okay, so what's the guidance? For you to keep going, for you to keep investing in what it is that you're doing, for you to keep planning for your future. And it feels like, oh, there's an Ace of Wands. It feels like this is something that's going to be, whatever you're working on is something that's going to really pay off. Um, like right now, you just kind of, it looks like you're kind of trying to figure out exactly what this thing is going to look like. How do you want to invest in it? Like you kind of in that process. But it might be something about this connection with whoever this King of Pentacles is that helps to spark an idea, which helps to spark some money, a lot of money. So you go from the Two of Wands to the Ace of Wands to the Ten of Wands. Lots of responsibility, lots of money. And so it kind of just looks like this person is going to fall into the background of your memory, because you have other things that have taken priority. Like it looks like you're building your life here. Um, and so, and this is going to be at a time where you don't really expect it. And it looks like this other person is going to come back. And they're going to offer you their cup. Honey, they want it all. They want it all. They miss you. They want to work on it. They want it all of it. Like this feel like marriage. This feels like high hopes. This feels like we could build, or at least I'll give you what you need with the Six of Pentacles. But here, you're showing up as the Seven of Pentacles and as the Queen of Pentacles. You have the idea for a whole new beginning that'll eventually turn into the Ten of Pentacles. They Six of Pentacles is looking real small. And so when they thought, well, this person is too good for me, this person is, because that's kind of what it's giving. Is giving like they don't think that they measure up in a way. And I'm going to be honest, the cards look like they don't. Um, this person doesn't measure up, whoever this person was. And so I think if it doesn't, it feels like you two are very separate. These energies they're not coalescing much at all. So I don't know if this is no contact or what this is. They're not coalescing. They don't have any communication, any communion. You feel very far away. This person feels very near to their emotions. You feel detached. That's the word I'm looking for. You feel focused on other things. And so I think maybe this reading is saying that this person is going to eventually, though they're going to come forward, they're just going to continue to drop out of your energy. Like, this is not, you almost don't give a fuck about them now. Um, like they are like almost out of sight, out of mind, especially in the cosmos of everything that you're trying to build. Um, and you're building something amazing. Can we get some more on that real quick, Spirit? Ooh, all of a sudden, honey, you're gonna have an idea from everything that you've experienced, everything that you've gone through. So there's something about like this flash of this light bulb moment. That's what it feels like. It's like, bam, bam, bitch, I'm here. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, and it's something about you using not just your intuition, because you know you savvy right there, but also you using all of the wisdom that you've learned, your emotional intelligence. There's something about your emotions heavily. So you could be a Pisces, you could be a Cancer, you could be a Scorpio. Um, and I usually don't throw those out there, so that must be significant. You also can have Earth in your chart because you're coming up as a Queen of Pentacles. But there's something about you using whatever you've been through and working on an idea. And it like goes fast. Like, you get to work immediately, and you are, this almost feels like workaholic. I'm gonna be real. It almost feels like workaholic. And honey, you're graduating with whatever this idea is. So you got the World, you got the Seven of Wands, you got the Empress, you got the Six of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. You're building. You building, and you adding, you just keep adding queens to the deck. And so it could just be that by the time whoever this person is comes along, you're curious about them, you're intrigued about them, but you're not quite as excited about them as they are about you. There's something about you kind of guarding your heart from this connection because of what's happened in your past. Whatever that means, take it as it resonates. But that you're also working on that part. And this feels like you're working on that part now. Um, it feels like you have done a lot of work, especially in like balancing your emotions versus your thought. Like, you've done a lot of self-care work. You've done a lot of self-work. You've done a lot of shadow work. You work on yourself often. Like, always even more curious. You realize that you are an ocean, and that takes brave adventurers to go in and delve the deeps, right? Um, to go in and swim the currents, and you can't really expect somebody else to do that work before you do that work. And it feels like that's how you're feeling here, that I'm going to go in and explore my own self. I'm going to figure out what's happening within me so that you're making progress. So that you constantly, this looks like the work of constantly evolving. And so whatever it is that you're working on, as you're working on whatever this project is, you are also at the same time working on yourself. It's almost like outer inner work. I don't know how else to explain that. It almost feels like outer inner work, where you're doing this work and people can see it because you are very vulnerable in this place and still strong, because we saw the strength card at the beginning, right? But you're also actually doing the work. It's the difference between somebody saying that they're evolved and like somebody actually doing their shadow work. Like you are actually doing your shadow work. You actually moving and shaking, like you taking accountability, you taking responsibility. You are your own best art. And you're creating a masterpiece. And that takes time, I'm hearing. It takes effort, yes. It takes intention, yes. But it don't forget it also takes time. You cannot rebuild yourself overnight. Your team is saying, we know you think you can. But indeed, love, you cannot. So they be dragging y'all all the time, huh? Okay, I got it. And so the Six of Pentacles actually comes out. And I think this is just saying, so while you showing up here as the Nine of, not only the Ace of Pentacles, but the Eight of Pentacles, you the Knight of Pentacles, you the Queen of Pentacles, about to get with this King of Pentacles. You got so many fucking pentacles coming out of your orifices, you know what I'm saying? But we still also have this person who is willing to give where they probably were not giving before. And so it almost feels like the difference between what's in the front of your mind and what's buried way, way back there. And this guy's buried way, way, way back there. This masculine energy. Because, again, this could very well be same sex or same gender. So, what you want them to do? This kind of just feels like stay focused. Don't get caught in your head when it comes to like options, when it comes to you building whatever this thing is, because it'll fight against itself with the Seven of Wands. And you don't need any division. You don't need to be as divided in you as this person is divided about you. So this is saying that just go forward. Like if you commit to pouring your heart into this, if you commit to pouring yourself into this, if this thing is able to heal you, then it probably can heal other people, is what I'm hearing. 333 might be significant. So don't get in your head about it, whatever this is, because it will fight against itself. And the thing that you were supposed to build, it'll turn into something that feels like strife and feels like a burden rather than actually needing to be one. So don't fight with yourself against it. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your ability. Don't self-sabotage. That's kind of what this looks like. It looks like self-sabotage. Don't do that. Don't need to do that. No. And they're just asking you to go after it. Like go after the thing that you love and keep loving on it. Search it out. Find out what speaks to you, because if it speaks to you, it's going to speak to other people. And that feels like the challenge. Like, don't doubt yourself when it comes to this. You know what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. You know what the fuck is actually healing you. If it's not healing you, it ain't gonna heal nobody else for real. It gotta hit you first. Has to. And so this is warning against self-sabotage. What's that quote? What's that Bible quote? Nope, I don't got. I'm not even gonna try it. Anyway, so it is a quote about just make. Anyway, this, you don't want this thing to fight against itself, because it won't do what it's supposed to do. And it's supposed to do something big, including upgrading you. Upgrading you. And that would be your last queen before the Empress, the Queen of Wands, the queen who creates, the one who manages all the things, the one who has figured out how to tie passion, tie love, tie joy, tie healing into making some money, serious money. But not just that, but also healing people, right? Like, we not unaware that you got to make some money to live, right? And you're going to be doing that real good, okay? It's real good. It's beautiful. But also, that's not what this is about for you. And I can see that in your cards. You will make a lot of money, but that's not what this is. This for you is about healing yourself. That's what it feels like your focus is. And in fact, that's exactly what's going to draw whoever this King of Pentacles is to you. You going after what you want as this ambitious baddie bitch, motherfucking CEO energy all up in here. But not just CEO energy, but like, I want to be an evolved person energy. That's what this fucking feels like. You are just trying to be better. You just trying to heal yourself. And this level of authenticity you just do not find often. Because this feels through and through. This feel like, yeah, bitch, I got my motherfucking shadow, but I want to heal. And I want other people to be healed. And we can do that if we understand our shadow better. And that feels like that's where you are. Beautiful energy. It's clean. It's pure. It is authentic. So very nice. So very nice to meet you. And thank you for adding you to the world. All right. I'm out of here. I think that was good. Don't forget, you can check my description box for personals, and we'll keep those going. We'll keep evolving. Okay. I'll check you out at the next one. Yeah? All right. Love you. Bye.